tree grows grenades. You see, this is a sandbox tree, native to South America, and before we even address the frag grenades growing in the branches, we are going to start at the bottom of the tree, because I feel it's important that you understand that this tree was designed.
It does look pretty nasty for a tree.
God himself to f***ing hurt you.
Imagine running into that tree with all the spikes. As a kid, did you... Oh, it's but you can hear my voice breaking because I'm still ill. As a kid. Did you ever like run into a wall as a kid? I think I like full on sprinted into a wall once. I was like running around like a corner and like I hit like the house wall or something like that. And I remember it like tore up like all the skin on my face when I was like a kid for like a period of time. It seems like something like, it seemed to be pretty common. Like I remember most of my other like elementary school doing the same thing and having the same problem.
Staggering 60 meters in height. The first phase of
look at him with that armor all over it.
That is this tree is the giant inch-long rock-solid bark combat knives.
Hang on, are they really that sharp? Look at it. I thought they were really small. Instead, it's like friggin' Skyrim armor.
Covering the thing from top to bottom.
Is that actually like native to the tree? It feels like the tree's like diseased instead.
Now, if Groot's cousin being armed like the average
Groot's
British
cousin
president was not enough to stop you from getting too close, touching the tree will immediately make you realize it is not ribbed for your pleasure.
Yeah.
Poison. Yep.
Classic.
Enough, the sap of the sandbox tree is very fucking toxic.
It's not another neurotoxin, isn't it?
Severe itching and rashes on contact, and if you some fucking how get it into your eye, it will temporarily blind you.
This is temporary.
Pales in comparison to what you came here for. The reason, the other name for this thing is the dynamite tree. The fruit. You see, these fruits aren't meant to be eaten. In fact, they're poisonous. Put it in your mouth, you'll cramp up, vomit, and shit.
There's got to be like some bird that eats it, something like that.
They are made to spread the seeds of the sandbox tree in the most American way.
The firecracker tree.
The fruits are basically seed-filled time bombs.
Do they actually explode? Like, do they have like, probably not glycerin, but I know like pistachio nuts, if they're not stored correctly in like when they're being shipped across the world, they can like, their oil like oozes out and then it can like be flammable and like say its own explosions. Is it like that?
As once mature, they begin to dry out. As they dry, they shrink and they slowly begin bending.
Oh, and they like contract and then that's where the explosion happens.
Their stems. The tension gets too high, snaps the fibers, holding it against the stem, and the whole thing explodes like a frag grenade, sending seeds flying.
Do we get to hear one like blow up?
Up to 240
Fucking
kilometers an hour.
It's like when people put the rubber bands around like the watermelons.
Australia just found a new insect.
Who's that?
Oh?
And
it looks like some kind of weird hornet, doesn't it?
In a certified Australia moment, it is unironically called the f***ing Lucifer bee. Of course we have the Satan bee. The snakes and the spiders and the dinosaurs weren't enough. No. Now I gotta dodge a rejected Doom enemy on my walk away.
Yeah. I love the Doom guy VB shield. Like, Victoria beer isn't that good, guys, but...
Discovered in the closest climate to hell on Earth, Western Australia, these bad boys were named after the Lord of Hell for two reasons. The first of which being the giant fucking demon horns bolted to their heads.
And the fact that it's like this weird color as well.
Horns aren't just there to look scary. They're actually a defensive mechanism to protect the demon bees from bigger predators. However,
ow! Like, how strong are these horns? You know, it's not like a bloody rhino.
The ladies of the species stay strapped, as the horns are only found on females, meaning a more accurate name for these absolute girl bosses is the Karlak bee. But a pair of spirit Halloween horns can't be the only reason they're named after the devil, right? I mean, there's gotta be f***ing something else.
Why, do they like torment their prey or something like that? They inject it and they just watch it die.
They spit fire. Maybe they've got a pitchfork for a stinger that injects you with f***ing acid venom. The answer to that is, no. It's a normal f***ing honeybee. The actual reason is that lead researcher, Dr. Kit Prendergast, was watching the f***ing Netflix show.
Oh my god.
This isn't even the first time she's done something like this.
Isn't there like the Pikachu DNA as well?
F***ing based. I have been assaulted by a cow. One of the cows is called Monty, and he's an adolescent. And I made the mistake of turning around for like 5 seconds. And in that 5 seconds, this 500-kilo cow runs up behind me while I'm sorting out his food and tries to f***ing mount me.
That's a memory you're never going to forget.
And squished me. If I hadn't been hitting legs, I would have been squashed by a fucking cow.
People forget, like, cows weigh like a ton. They're humongous animals. And also, cows are pretty playful. They've always been near me in life, because I grew up in like the English countryside. So I've always heard them like mooing and stuff like that. When I go for walks in the forest, I often see them in like the fields. And they kind of want to walk up to you and be like, hey, what are you doing? How's life? You know, it's not too bad, Daisy. You know, they're just really nice animals. A really funny story is one of my neighbors, he had like his own like vegetable patch. He was growing like cauliflowers, broccoli, stuff like that. His garden was backed onto the field, but obviously there's like a fence, there's like barbed wire to stop the cows coming in and stuff like that. Fence and barbed wire meant nothing to those cows. Those cows wanted that cauliflower and they were gonna get it. So it seemed like a group of them, a group of misfits, banded together, broke the fence down, just went through the barbed wire, didn't care that he was there. They just broke down the fence, but obviously they can't get rid of the barbed wire, so they just like kept rubbing against it. And what they did was they've been leaning through the gap in the barbed wire, using their tongs, because their tongs like really long, and he was scooping out like the cauliflower and broccoli from a distance. So I went to look at it later because he was like, have you seen this? Because I was helping rebuild the fence. And he's like, have you seen this? And what you're gonna see is just these like massive, like almost like ice cream scoop like gouges out of the vegetables. That's how strong the cow's tongue is. It's just like scooping the vegetables out and just eating them. It was so funny because it was almost like it came from like Looney Tunes or something like that. We spoke to the farmer later. The cows had no problem. They didn't get hurt by the barbed wire, nothing. And it was funny because the farmer was like, oh yeah, I know who did it. I know exactly which cows did it, because the second I walked to the field, there was like 6 of them trying to run away, trying to hide their guilt, separate from like the rest of the herd. Cows are hilarious. They're beautiful animals, really.
This turtle breathes through its butt.
What?
No, this is not a joke. This is a Fitzroy River turtle. Native.
Look at its massive paw. Do they have paws? Feet? Whatever it is, it's massive. Look at his giant hand.
Down under, and as with most of the shit found in God's drafts folder, its existence begs a single question. Fucking why?
Yeah.
Well, these little guys are freshwater.
Oh, look at them. Those little tiny guys.
Snatching and consuming the children of aquatic insects and munching down on the occasional ribbonweed salad. And as with most river turtle species, this requires them to spend most of their time in the water. Now, rather than doing what most turtles do and develop...
How smart are like turtles and tortoises? There we go. I'm still unwell. Be nice. How smart are they? They're not like incredibly smart. I know like tortoises can live for a really long time, but that doesn't necessarily make them wise, you know?
Insane lung capacity. The Fitzroy decided to evolve a set of gills alongside their lungs to allow them to stay underwater for 3 weeks at a time.
Is that the only animal that has gills and lungs? I can't think of any other animal. You'll have to let me know in the comments.
How are you?
3 weeks later.
I am under the water.
However, when placing the gills, God was absolutely fucking plastered. And instead of placing them on the neck like a normal animal, he slipped on a beer can and not only placed them on its ass, but inside of it.
Why? So I can kind of get the gills not being on the neck, just to keep it separate from the lungs. I guess they're different systems. I have no idea how gills work now that I think about it. But maybe it needs to be on the ass because, like, the ass is in the water more. I don't want to think about that filtration system.
And you know what makes this even worse? Turtles do not have a single-purpose hole like you or me. They have a cloaca, which is the fucking Swiss Army
It's just like a valve. It's fine. It just has a different valve.
knife of holes. This means that Fitzroy River turtles shit, piss, breathe, and fucking mate out of the same hole.
This seal is such a menace that he routinely gets the cops called on him.
Introducing our protagonist, Neil the Seal, a 600-kilo absolute unit
God
of a
damn.
southern elephant seal from my home state of Tasmania in the land down under, who is known for, above all else, being an absolute fucking menace to polite
Does he like steal? Does he loiter?
society. But despite his crime,
Cat calling.
we all still truly love him. But what are his crimes? Well, see, he seems to just fucking hate traffic cones and road safety in general. Has regularly been caught trespassing, and then once he has been caught trespassing, belligerently screaming at locals because they won't give him his fucking fish.
Nice.
And has been known to just block roads by plopping his fat ass down directly in the middle. However,
DUI.
hands down, the funniest shit he has ever done was just straight stopping this random lady from going to work. I shit you not. This motherfucker crawled out of the ocean, up the beach, crossed the road, absolutely fucking bodied this woman's poor letterbox, and then proceeded to plant himself directly in front of her fucking car. She was then unable to go to work because this half-ton beefcake was camping her driveway for so damn long. Local news had time
He's
to
just
drive
in the
out
shade.
to her house and cover the fucking story. Now, this is a lot of menace for a single seal to cause. But the funniest part of this is, old mate isn't even fully grown. He's like 5 years old.
What? He's got plenty of time to build up a longer rap sheet.
If you think he can fuck things up now, wait
Yeah.
until he's nearly 2 solid-ass tons of blood.
Are you kidding me? 4,000 pounds. Kilograms. Can't even read. Looks like Jabba the Hutt.
And takes issue with the wall of your house. I do not think that seal damage is covered on my fucking insurance plan, dude.
They could just burst through like plaster wall. Stuff like that. I did not know seals lived for like 20 odd years. He's still a juvenile. It's causing as much trouble as a normal juvenile, at least. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget that I live stream every Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Don't forget that I've been very sick. I hope you've enjoyed the video. I need to go and lie down. Thank you, and I shall catch you in the next one. Bye-bye, guys.